Hello, I'm Ray Luna. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've previously watched before. For this reading, we are doing a November pick-a-card to see what you can expect for your November ahead. So for pile number 1, we have a sea green heart. For pile number 2, we have a hot pink heart. And for pile number 3, we have a dark purple heart. So pause the video if you need to, and then go to the correlating timestamp in the description to receive your reading. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. So you picked the sea green heart, and with your card you have 5 of Wands, Justice, 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and then you have the Magician as your clarifying card. So with the 5 of Wands, I can see you being very competitive in November. Like you're trying to get an advantage over other people and you're trying to get ahead in life. But I also can see this energy being reflected back at you with the Justice card. Other people are going to be competitive towards you as well. Other people are trying to maybe pick fights or some arguments with you. So be careful of that. I think that's natural with competitive energy, like whether you're competitive or the people are around you. I feel both. That just naturally will lead to some arguments, as you know, there's going to be disagreements, or if someone thinks you're winning or receiving something over them, they might, get angry towards you or direct, their communication towards you is not going to be positive, stuff like that. So be careful. But I do think you're going to be very competitive, and that is going to help advance you, but be careful with other people, as that energy you're reflecting in November, it's going to come back to you with people being competitive towards you. And with Justice, I also, other than your actions being reflected back on you in November, I could see this as your life balancing out. Previous actions you have taken are now going to be coming to fruition in November. So it's kind of like reaping what you sow. So if you have previously acted negative towards other people, you can see some of that result happening back to you in November. Or if you have previously acted good, or you've done work, like planting seeds, like you planted seeds in a garden, they're finally going to grow and blossom. So, like that type of energy is like what you previously have worked on, good or bad, is going to blossom into that result. And it will be good or bad, depending on your previous actions, which if they've been good or bad, you know that yourself, right? I also can see with Justice being next to the 6 of Pentacles that legal matters will go in your favor. As with the 6 of Pentacles, it can be generosity, receiving money, receiving help, given help. But if you look at both of these cards, both of the people in the cards are holding a scale. So things are really balancing out for you. You could receive a payout. You could receive money. I can see just like anything with the process of like receiving money, dealing with money, it could go favorable for you in November. I think you could be dealing with a legal struggle potentially because, again, you have like the 2 skills in the cards. You have the Justice card, which relates to that, but also with your card towards the end, the 5 of Pentacles, this card can sometimes be like feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned. So I can think of that as like when you're in a legal battle, there's some type of struggle or difficulty. I can see someone feeling that way in that process. Or if you're trying to receive some type of like documentation, or you're trying to receive some sort of credential, or you're trying to fight to receive compensation, I can see that making you feel that way, feeling left out or having some type of difficulty in relation to a legal process. Another thing separate from a legal process with these 2 cards, I can see you maybe because of your competitive efforts you could receive money, and other people you're being competitive with, they might make you feel left out and abandoned, or they might kind of give you a cold shoulder. So be careful of that in November. And with your the Magician card, this is kind of like the overall arching energy for you. The Magician is you having ambition, you having willpower. You are willingly taking responsibility to try and achieve more in life. So everything you are doing in November is, and what happens in November is a result of your own actions. It's a result of your own drive and ability, and all your past actions, as I've already previously said, that was your doing. All of November is kind of like the fruition of everything you've previously done, and then that is accelerated with the Magician and the Five of Wands of you taking on that like fiery energy, that energy of, taking the reins of your life and just, you're taking the actions yourself. You don't care if you're competitive with people or you are ambitious. You're just trying to get what you want in November. So I'm going to put down your next set of cards for you. Okay, pile number 1. So with your next set of cards, you have Spiritual Union, Accelerated Motion, Rejoice in Celebration, and then for your archetype cards, you have Vampire and Trickster. So with Spiritual Union, I feel that you could meet someone in November, or the relationship you're already in, if you are in one, will have quick development because you have accelerated motion right next to that. I feel this relationship will get to the next level very quickly, or if you are just meeting this person in November, it's gonna develop very, very quickly. It's not gonna be a slow-paced relationship. It will be very fast-paced. I think this is also maybe a reason why there's a competitive energy in November for you. Maybe other people are trying to compete with you to get with this person. They can see this energy between you and the other person developing quickly, and that's why they're trying to compete with you, or, maybe saying things to you to get into arguments with you. But with Rejoice and Celebration, I think it's possible if you're gonna go to like a gathering, like a wedding, some type of celebration, like a birthday, you could meet this person there at whatever event or gathering you're going to in November. I also can see this separate from the relationship. I also can just see you celebrating and being happy with what you're achieving in November. And again, this is because you're going to be competitive and ambitious. You're willing to take on all this extra energy to achieve what you want. And you're going to be rewarded for that with Rejoice and Celebration. And then with the Vampire card, its light attribute is makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force energy. Its shadow attributes, depleting others for your own psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. So with this card, I feel you have to be careful that you aren't being a vampire towards other people, because if you're taking on this competitive energy, you don't want to do it in like a negative way. Like, of course, you're going to like compete with people. You want to get ahead. You want to have the advantage, but you don't really want to do it in a way like you're stepping on other people, because that is going to reflect back on you because you had the Justice card. So be careful of that, but also be careful of people around you being vampires back to you. There's people who want to take on your energy because you have such powerful energy in November. So be wary of them. And with the Trickster card, I'll read the light attributes: transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behaviors. And then shadow attribute, manipulating others through duplicity. So this can be deceiving people or tricking people. So I think people might be trying to trick you, like I said, like They see that relationship developing, they're jealous, or they see you having this like powerful energy, so you're able to be productive and efficient with all your daily tasks, your goals. You're getting noticed at work. Like all this good stuff is going to be happening to you because of the energy, and they might try to play tricks on you to mess you up. But it's also a message along with the vampire card. Just make sure you're not playing tricks on people either, because it's kind of like tempting you to do this energy back to those people. But if you do, it will reflect back on you and negatively affect you. So be careful you don't participate in that type of behavior in November. So I'm going to put down some more cards for you. Okay, pile number 1. So for your first card, you have parents. The divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. And then you have solar plexus chakra. It is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. So with these first 2 cards, I can see some of you watching this could have like a karmatic relationship with your parents, meaning like there's lessons you had in life associated with the relationship you had with your parents. So with those previous cards, the vampire and the trickster, and now you're having the parents card appearing, I can see that as maybe like some of you had like a narcissistic relationship with your parents, or if it wasn't like, that level, it could have been like you had like problems with your parents, like connecting with them, but like not as serious, like on a lesser level, right? So I kind of see that there's 2 types of energies here, right? So I can see that with the solar plexus chakra, you might need to have confidence with standing up to your parents, or having confidence to live a life separate from what your parents are saying to you. So, for instance, some of you might have parents that don't approve of your lifestyle. And with the animal spirit cards, one of them's a turkey, and you guys know, like November, there's Thanksgiving. So I'll get to those cards in a second, but I just want to mention this. With the turkey card, I can maybe see this like with the holidays in November, December, these holidays, maybe you're meeting up with your parents again, or if you still live with your parents, depending on, where you are in life. It could be that at this holiday event, you're going to be faced with this challenge of having to talk to your parents or your family members, and you're going to need to be confident and stand up for yourself, because, they're wanting something different for you, or they're trying to control you. Some of you, this is more like serious, like I said, like narcissistic relationship, but some of you, it's a lesser, like they want you to be a doctor, but you might want to be like an artist, something lesser, but it's still against them. So you have to stand up to them during November, and potentially like during this end of the year time with the holidays. That's going to be something you're going to have more confidence with and stand up to them. And I also can just see you feeling overall more confident with yourself in November, like having an active solar plexus chakra. So that has to do with being confident and believing in yourself. That is increasing in November. And with your animal spirit cards, you have antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. So yeah, like just giving this reading too, I feel like talking very fast, or I feel like I'm talking fast compared to how I normally do. And a lot of the messages are just coming up. Like I don't have to stop and think a minute to interpret the cards. They're just coming up. So I can see that happening for your life as well. Like everything is going to pick up with speed, lots of energy in November for you. And then turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. This is funny because, like in November, there's Thanksgiving. So this could be like, during this time being more grateful, being appreciative of what you have, regardless of like, if things aren't working. Sometimes just taking a moment and being grateful for what is working, or even just being grateful for like, if you did have a lot of negative stuff happen, just being grateful you overcame all those negative things. It can really help with this strong powerful, fast moving, quick energy that's coming for you in November. It can help it, like being grateful can help shape it and hone it how you want and guide this energy into things you want to achieve. I think with everything being so fast paced, hopefully, with the holidays, if you celebrate or you at least have time off if you don't celebrate, there's going to be a pause with all this quickness happening where you're able just to say, like, I'm grateful, I made it through the day. I'm grateful, for the job I have. I'm grateful for, your pets if you have them. Just something, taking that time to be grateful for things with this fast energy is going to help ground you a bit, because I kind of feel like you're going to be like up in the air type of feeling, not in a bad way, but with this energy, you're going to have moments where you make sure you ground yourself with something, because you're going to need it, because everything's very fast paced for you in November. So that was your reading. I hope you liked it. Please let me know in the comments if you did. If you did like your reading, please like the video. It helps. And I hope to see you in another reading. Bye. Hello, group number 2. So you picked the hot pink heart, and with your cards, you have King of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 2 of Wands, and then your overall clarifying card is the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you have lots of creative energy in November. You have an energy of trying to envision and plan on how to make things work for you. And I think it will pay off, because with the King of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands, I can see financial stability increasing for you quickly, or this process will happen quicker than you have thought was actually possible. I can see some of your problems being quickly resolved as well. You're going to be more into, like, you're turning yourself more into the King of Pentacles, someone who's like logical, rational, calm, collected. And part of that is because they have a lot of resources, stability. So if anything comes up, they can handle it and overcome it. So I feel this change is happening quickly for you in November. You're becoming the King of Pentacles. You're becoming more stable with your financial resources. I also can see with the 7 of Swords, there is a potential for someone trying to take from you. You can see in the picture of the card too, the guy in the card, he's holding these swords walking away, thinking he's getting away from something. So I think there's someone in November who could see your quick increase in stability, and they might have like sticky fingers or want something from you. So be careful of that. Or this person could just be like a minor inconvenience, someone who's just causing drama or some difficulty for you. But be careful, because with a sudden increase of any kind, it kind of attracts this type of people. So guard your energy in November, or potentially like use protective like stones. A lot of black colored stones are protective, like black tourmaline. So you might think about carrying a crystal like that, or be drawn to black crystals in November, because it's trying to protect you from people who are jealous of this increase of stability for you in November. And with this Wands energy you have the Ace of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. So there's a lot of this fiery, fast-moving energy, which group 1 also had. So it seems collectively things are moving at a faster pace in November, especially for you, because, this is your reading. With the 2 of Wands, I think you're going to be quickly thinking of plans. Like, your ideas are going to come to you a lot quicker. You're going to be able to be creatively inspired and to take action in your life on, your work, your hobbies. It's just going to come natural to you in November. You're not going to have to take that much time or effort to think of these amazingly creative ideas. Your creativity is just going to be second nature to you in November. So I'm going to put down some more cards for you. Okay, and with these cards, we have fulfillment of wishes, temptation, and truth. So with fulfillment of wishes, something that could happen unexpectedly for you, which increases your stability, is a dream of yours coming true, a wish of yours coming true, something you're hoping is actually going to come to fruition in November. And this is why I feel we can feel that stability increase suddenly. And that also could be why there's people who might want to try to mess with you, because they could be jealous that your wish is coming true and what you want is coming to fruition. So be careful with that. And with temptation and truth, both of these cards can relate to the traditional tarot deck, and temptation relates to the devil and truth relates to judgment. So in November, I think you're going to be reflecting on your habits and the ones that are working for you or that are healthy and positive. You're going to keep those, but you're going to be cutting out any negative habits like addictions, like bad behaviors. Like, if for this is just an example, it doesn't have to be this, but if someone says something to you and you very easily snap and you're reactive, that could be something negative that you notice and you're trying to change. Like I said, that's just an example, but it's like you're going to be having this time to reflect on your habits and behaviors, and you're going to be changing things so you can be more healthy, you can be more positive and have things work out for you better. I also feel you could be doing something different with your lifestyle, making lifestyle changes. So like this could be like changing what you eat. It could be exercising more, something along those lines. And with your archetype cards, you have Saboteur. Light attributes highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Shadow attribute induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. And then next card we have Slave. Light attribute, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. And shadow attribute, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So these cards are interesting to me. With the first one, I think that could relate to the Seven of Swords, as like maybe there's someone around you who's trying to look for you making a misstep so they can come in and, try to cut you out or block you from receiving prosperity. But I also think this could relate to your own behaviors and habits. With the temptation and truth card, I said you would reflect on your habits and get rid of ones that aren't good for you. So it's potential there is some self-sabotage behavior, but it's clearing out in November because you're recognizing it and you're realizing like some of your behavior might come from fear. And as things are quickly improving for you, you're kind of making that realization like, oh, okay, like I'm taking this action out of fear and I'm not accepting like prosperity fully to how I should. And I think you're going to make that change in November and improve on it so you're not sabotaging yourself and you're blocking people from sabotaging you. The external people trying to sabotage you as well. I think you're kind of trying to take more control of the way you're reacting towards things emotionally and mentally. And then with the Slave card, I can see this as like you letting go of your old patterns and behaviors that held you down, like your own pattern and behavior that kind of made you like a slave. Like it's kind of like a mental trap, not physical bindings like holding you down. It's like you're reflecting and changing your mental process so you cannot be enslaved anymore. Like, you're freeing yourself. You are making better choices, and you're not letting fear keep you as a slave. You're letting that go, and you're going to be trusting the universe. As it says with the light attribute, I feel like you're going to be taking on more of the light attribute of this card and letting things flow to you and accepting it with more trust. You're getting rid of this behavior of not accepting good things for yourself. And one reason why I think this could happen is that if you're having this sudden change of lots of stability, even if it's a good change, sometimes it's hard for your mind to process that because it's still a change. And with change, you're not always sure what to expect with it. So just keep in mind that you're going to be breaking out of any self-sabotaging behaviors in November, and that's going to help usher in this prosperity. So I'm going to put down your next set of cards for you. Okay, and with these cards, we have singing and dancing. Express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. And then past life issue. The situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. So with these two cards, I feel that you're going to be called to do more creative activities, but we also saw that with your first four cards, you had the Ace of Wands appearing. So like new creative beginnings. I can also see that as like new breakthroughs with your creative expression. So you could be called to do like, singing, dancing, like the card mentions, or like any type of art or expressive activity will be really empowering and helpful for you to participate in November. I also think this could maybe help you with overcoming change, like the sudden change. I think it could help you break what that self-sabotaging behavior, because singing, dancing, creative activities help build self-confidence. So by doing these activities more, or like if you already you're doing this as a career, really focusing on it a lot more will build up that confidence so you can trust yourself and kind of release that old pattern and behavior. We can see that old pattern and behavior with past life issue. This card, I don't necessarily think it's talking about a literal past life. I think it's talking about a past cycle that you already went through in your current life that you're experiencing now. So this could be like a year ago, a couple years ago, a couple months ago. This is something that you previously experienced in this life. It might as well, kind of be a past life because it's been a while since it's happened. So I think you have maybe these patterns and behavior from past cycles in your life that you've already overcome. And now in November, the last fragments from that past cycle are coming forward so you can clear them and let go for these this new stability to come in for you. So then you have Canary Spirit, sing your own song. And this also relates to singing and dancing, doing more of what you want, having confidence to step forward and really express yourself and speak your truth. And then you have Skunk Spirit, know your worth. So when I look at the Skunk Spirit, skunks kind of look unique and different to me. So I feel that you're going to be able to express what makes you different in November. You're going to be possibly recognized more because of your difference and uniqueness, like how the skunk is different and unique. I also can see this having a protection message too, like not putting up with people who aren't respectable towards you, not putting up with people who aren't recognizing you have value, because I'm sure skunks are able to spray their predators with whatever it is. I don't know exactly what it is, but it smells really bad. You go outside, you smell, oh, that smells like a skunk. You are able to protect yourself this month, and it's telling you to defend yourself and have, protect yourself against these people that could be trying to sabotage you, and that could even be, like protecting yourself from yourself. Like try to break through any negative habits so you can express yourself, have more creativity, and put yourself out there, because good things will happen if you do that. You have worth and you have value. You just have to work through those past patterns and put your new best self forward. So that was your November message. I hope you liked it. Please let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you did like it, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate that. And I hope to see you in another reading. Bye. Hello, group number 3. So you picked the purple heart. And with your cards, you have 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, the Devil, and then you have the 7 of Wands as a clarifier in your overall energy for November. So with the first cards in the beginning, 7 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups, I feel in November you're going to be reflecting over your life, all of the work you've done, all the progress you've made, and realize that you have options and you have more choices to make for something better. And with the other 2 cards, the 8 of Cups and the Devil, I feel you're walking away from something and letting it go because you're realizing you can choose something better, you can have something better than whatever it is you already have. I feel what you're walking away from isn't good for you, because with the 8 of Cups, it can be bittersweet. So like you can have an attachment to this, or it's something that has served you well, or you think has served you well in the past. But with the Devil appearing, it can be like, I can see this as like a toxic relationship, a toxic living environment, a toxic workplace. Like you're needing to leave it, and you're realizing this in November. So you're walking away, but it is a little bit sad because you still have some good memories, some good times you associate with this situation or person that you're leaving behind, but it's something you have to do. Like, there are more options for you. There's more choices for you. There's something much better. And you're going to be coming to terms with this in November and making this choice to leave this situation or a person that is not good for you anymore. And with the 7 of Wands, I feel you are overcoming any challenges that you face in November, any opposition you have from other people and the situations around you. You will be able to successfully overcome them. And a message I have for you, because you have 3 cards that are symbolized by the number 7, right? 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. These numbers can be a synchronicity for you, meaning if you see them anywhere, it could be a sign you're on the right path. I also feel 777. It's a message of good luck. Like if someone hits 777 on a slot machine, it's like you hit the jackpot. So I feel in November, you're going to be extremely lucky, and the choices you make are going to be divinely guided so that you're headed on the right path. I also can see 777 meaning day to day. Like if you go shopping, you get coffee, people could give you like a small gift. People could be extra nice to you. Things are just going to work out in a way that kind of seems like serendipity. Things working out, being at the right place at the right time. Things will just be in a flow for you, and you will be in your day-to-day life just more lucky. So I'm going to put down the next set of cards I have for you. Okay, and with these cards, you have material and spiritual prosperity, destiny, and hope. So these cards are very, very positive. Destiny relates to the Wheel of Fortune, and hope relates to the star in the traditional tarot deck. So You have material and spiritual prosperity along with the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. So there is a lot of abundance and prosperity here for you in November. I feel that area of your life is improving greatly. You can also see that too with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like that is making progress on your work financially, but you are going to receive more than just progress. You're going to receive results. With the Wheel of Fortune, I can see that as like you completing out this previous cycle, as you're letting go of toxic or just negative past people, the past situation. You're letting that go because you have more options now, and you're seeing that there's something better for you around the corner. In November, this is happening. You're going to have this change, and it's going to bring you more renewal, more hope. Like you're actually going to have something to hope for. You're actually going to feel inspired. You're actually going to feel things can change, and there is something to look forward to with Wheel of Fortune and the Star together. This is like probably one of the best like combinations to have, like a change into more hope, a change into more happiness, a change where you're going to be able to feel healed and rejuvenated. Like it's a very positive shift that's going to happen for you in November. And with your archetype cards, you have Scribe, light attributes, preserving knowledge and information, shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. Then we have Visionary, light attributes, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain, and shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So with Scribe and Visionary together, I can see you envisioning a lot of what you're writing down. So I can see maybe you're doing some type of spell work, or you're doing some type of scripting. You're focusing on what you want to manifest, what you want to come true. You are trying to envision what you want to do before you're actually taking action on it. Sorry if you hear my cat in the background. She's jumping around. But you could be, trying to get to this next step. And now that you're feeling, this change, the shift of being more hopeful, you actually are going to have energy to focus on manifesting. Like maybe you kind of had a slump where you weren't really into it for a while, but now you're going to feel motivated to write what you want down. You're going to start envisioning the life you actually want. Like one message I have with this, with Visionary and the Star, is that your dreams are still possible. You can still achieve what you want. There is time. Maybe you have missed past opportunities, but there's more opportunities now coming in for you in November and in the future past November. Like there is still time to do what you want. You can still reach your goals. You can still reach your dreams. And this change in your life where you're recognizing you deserve better, you are worthy of much more, is going to allow you to kind of manifest and bring more good into your life, because you're not choosing this lower vibration situations or things anymore. You know you deserve better, so you're not gonna hang around people who are treating you bad. You're not gonna tolerate a work situation that's not giving you enough money. You're gonna look and try your best to actually get an opportunity that's actually valuing you as how you're supposed to be valued. And with Visionary, I think like you're kind of having more grand like imaginations about yourself and what you deserve, and that's gonna trigger you eventually taking action on it to bring more into your life, and you deserve more. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards for you. Okay, and with these cards we have, you are a powerful light worker. It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings and loving service to the divine. And third eye chakra, it is safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. So with these cards, I feel that your intuition's going to increase a lot with third eye chakra. And if you have like dreams, sometimes you can have dreams that give you messages, so you should pay attention to your dreams. You could be dreaming, like let's say your dream is stressful, it could be a sign, in your waking life, you're having so much stress that you're starting to dream about what is stressing you out, right? That can be a sign to take more time to try to de-stress yourself. Or you can have messages in the dream about what's to come. Like maybe someone in your dream gives you a gift, and then in real life someone also gives you a gift like the dream you had. So I kind of feel like this is like you're going to have more communication. You're going to experience more of that, but through kind of intuitive or psychic ways. Like you might hear a song on the radio and the wording that it's saying relates to something someone just said to you. So be aware of that. I feel that you're going to be able to pick up on messages that are unsaid. You're going to be able to like pick up on energy intuitively. And with you are a powerful light worker, I feel you're kind of going to feel more empowered in November because it's part of your journey to help not just yourself, but other people. So I sometimes feel with the word light worker, some people really like the term light worker, but some people feel like even if they want to help people, they don't always want to sacrifice themselves and not make progress in their own life. So when I'm saying light worker, I'm not saying you have to sacrifice everything of yourself and, just let people walk all over you and take from you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like you're going to have your cup full so you can take care of yourself, but then you're going to be willing to help other people because you are fulfilled, you are complete. So all this change, this shift happening for you in November that I keep feeling, I feel it's so you can be a light worker, so you can eventually help people in a way that's fulfilling and it doesn't take away from you or your own energy. Like this is something, at first, if you see the word like light worker and you're like, really? You're kind of worried about it. It's not being a light worker in a way where you're going to be sacrificed or suffer. It's like you're going to be a light worker in a way that's fulfilling and healthy for you and other people around you. And with your animal spirit cards, you have dove spirit, be peace, and bobcat spirit. Life is a mystery. So I want to say, I know bobcat spirit is a card when I do the readings, I've seen this one multiple times. So I feel that you could be called to be more at peace with how life is going. Like you might not have all the answers about life. You might be curious about it, and that's okay. But with these two cards in the combination, I feel you kind of have to accept you're not always going to know why or how. It's just part of the process. Like you have to trust in the universe. You have to trust in yourself that things will just work out. And with the dove spirit, I feel maybe you're having this realization in November, and it's going to allow you to be more calm, and you're going to be able to go through life with having like less anxiety, less stress, because you're just going to be trusting how things are flowing more in November. You're going to accept some things are going to be a mystery, and maybe you're going to let that mystery kind of inspire you, or you could try to understand the mystery with your third eye chakra. And, like I've previously said, picking up on messages that aren't necessarily spoken to you. You could be focusing on doing more like psychic work and spell work, stuff along those lines. So that was your reading for November. I hope you liked it. Please let me know in the comments what you thought about it. If you did like it, please consider liking the video and subscribing. I make regular tarot pick-a-card readings, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.